Okay, relax. It will be very fast. You know what's coming, yeah? Relax. It will be very fast and it will not be painful. I'll do it so fast. I try my best. Okay, have a look at this sentence. Is it recording?
Yes.
Thank you. The prisoner looks forward. The prisoner looks forward to being released. Okay, to being released. So after look forward, here we have to being released. What is that? This is a passive gerund. I repeat, this is a passive gerund. To being released. This is passive because here you have past participle and this is the gerund. Yeah? Passive gerund. Yeah? Passive gerund. Okay, this is the present form. Yeah? This is the present form of the passive gerund. How would you make the past form? The prisoner, let's say, resents. Resents, and then the past form. Okay, resents, I will tell you in Spanish. Resents haber sido condenado. How would you say that? The prisoner resents, resent. The prisoner resents haber sido condenado. How do you say that in English?
Have been condemned.
We need a gerund. You're almost correct. You're totally correct, but instead of have, with the gerund form of have. Try again, Maria, with the gerund form of have.
The prisoner having been.
Yes. Haven't been. How do you say condenado, guys, in English?
Convicted.
Convict. But do we need the infinitive or the past participle?
Convicted.
Convicted. This is T, so yeah, convicted. So this is the passive gerund, guys. The passive gerund. And this is the past form. So in the present, being released. Yeah, past participle. In the past, having been, and then past participle. Having been convicted. So passive gerund, being, past participle. In the present form, in the past form, having been, and past participle. So far so good? Shall we continue? I would recommend you can do whatever you want, okay? You can do whatever you want, but I would recommend you to focus on me, and then you can read the book at home. But if you try to look at the book and then my explanation and then compare, for me it would be very difficult, but you can do whatever you want, yeah? That's my piece of advice. Maybe your mind is better than mine. I cannot do two things at the same time, but if you can, I totally respect it, yeah? Okay, so passive gerund. In the present, being, past participle. In the past, having been, past participle. Okay, the next point is called passive infinitive. Let me write it down. Passive infinitive. I'll give you a sentence. The inmate is hoping. The inmate is hoping to be, how would you say soldado? Soldado. You can go.
Release.
Very good. Release. Infinitive or past participle?
Past participle.
Pronunciation?
Released.
Released. Very good. The inmate is hoping to be released. So this is, again, this is a passive and this is infinitive. So what do we have here? To be. And then released. PP. Past participle. Now, in the past, it would be something like, in the past, he would have liked to, how would you say that? He would have liked to haber sido soltado.
Having been released.
So this is the present, yeah? Present with infinitive. This is infinitive of to be, and then past participle. In the past?
To have been released.
Very good. To have been, and then released. This one is in the past, yeah? In the past. So, this is passive, infinitive. Here, in the present, to be, past participle. In the past, to have been, past participle. So far so good? Okay, next one. Passive structure after modal verbs. After modal verbs, I'll give you an example. Rules. Rules must be followed by inmates. Okay, what is the modal verb here? Must. After must, what do we have? Infinitive and past participle. This would be the present form. Present form. Now, how would it be in the past?
Must have been.
Rules?
Must have been.
Must have been, I like it. Must have been, okay. I'm gonna change must for another model. Should, which is a little bit softer. Rules should be followed by inmates. In the past, Raúl, you have it.
Rules should have been followed by
Perfect.
inmates.
Followed in the past, yeah? Very good. So, passive after modals. The present form, here we have the modal, infinitive of the verb to be, and past participle. The past form, here we have the modal, then, I have to shoot,
Yeah.
sorry. A modal, and then have been, and then the past participle, yeah? Should have been followed. So far so good?
Yes.
Okay, next point. Passive structures with prepositions. I shouldn't erase this word, yeah? Passive with prepositions. Okay, I'll give you the active form, you give me the passive. Here we have she talked to me. She talked to me. This is active, yeah? Active, passive. Active, passive. She talked to me. What is the preposition here? To, yeah? Okay, I'll give you the beginning of the sentence. I don't want to.
We talked about.
Okay, no quiero que me hablen. How would you say that in English?
Don't want to be talked.
I don't want to be
Talked.
talked. And then there's something missing.
By her.
Full sentence, Jose.
I don't want to be talked to.
I don't want to be talked to. You could continue. Talked to by her or by whoever. I don't want to be talked to. So, what do we learn here? If this is the preposition is here. When you make a passive, where is the preposition?
Yeah.
At the end. So, prep at the end of the passive. Yeah? I'll give you another one. He lied to me. Or they lied to me. They lied. They lied to me. I hate
Be
Hate to be lied to.
let's say being. I hate being.
Lied to.
I hate being lied to. So what do we need here? Preposition at the end of the passive. To. Okay, I'll give you one more. They laughed at me.
sorry.
Yeah.
Here in this sentence, can we use I hate to
Yes, you can.
be lied?
I hate to be lied to. I hate being lied to. Both are acceptable. Yeah. They laughed. They laughed at me. They laughed at me. Preposition at. Okay, I'll give you another one. I hate very negative examples. Yeah. I hate being laughed at. I hate being laughed at. Again, preposition at the end of the passive. And one more example with the preposition of. They, a positive one this time. They take care of me. They take care of me. Preposition of. Okay. I love, for example,
being
being
taken of
Taking.
being taken care of.
To care.
okay. Being what? Past participle. Past participle.
Taken
Taken
care
care
Of.
of. Preposition at the end of the passive form. Yeah? Of at the end. So far so good? What's next? Okay, two objects. Passive with two objects. Okay, there are some verbs that require two objects. For example, I'll give you a list. For example, give, ask, pay, bring, hand, lend, offer, show, etc. Yeah, in the book you can find more examples. But these verbs typically require two objects. Why? Because you give something to somebody. You ask something of somebody. You pay something to somebody. Bring something to somebody. Hand. Yeah? Hand something to somebody. Lend something to somebody. So you need two objects. Yeah? These are typical verbs that require two objects. So I'm going to give you an active sentence. Mike gives, the most typical one, yeah? Mike gives money to his family. Remind me. I think we have time, but the last 20 minutes we need to solve a crime, yeah? I think we have time. Mike gives money to his family. Again, give is one of those special verbs that require two objects. Money is an object, and his family, yeah, is another object. We could say that this is the direct object, yeah, and this is the indirect object. But anyway, object and object. So there are two possibilities to make the passive. Possibility A, possibility B. Possibility A, this one becomes the subject. Possibility B, this one becomes the subject. Can you give me possibility A, anybody?
Money is given.
Yeah.
By his
To my to the
Money is
given
Given.
to
Money is
Mike's-
given.
to Mike's family.
Yeah, money is given to his family. And you could say by Mike if you want to. And the other possibility, anybody?
His family
His family.
who is given the money.
His family.
Have been given.
And you can just give it to me in the present.
Is given
Is given. Is given the money. Yeah. Is given. Yeah. The money by Mike. Okay, this is present. Gives. That's why here we have is and is. If I said gave, what would we need here? Was and was. If I had said has given, oops, yeah, has given, what would we need here?
Has been.
Has been, yeah? Has been given. And here also has been given. So depending on the form of the active verb, it affects the form of the verb to be. You see that? There are two possibilities, yeah? Either the direct object becomes the subject, or the indirect object becomes the subject. So far so good? Yeah, there's a list of verbs, yeah, that require two objects. Okay. Passive with get. Passive with get. Okay, have a look at this one. She was told off by her boss. She was told off by her boss. Another possibility, we were robbed. We were robbed. We were robbed last night. Okay, this is the verb to be, this is the verb to be, and then past participle, past participle. The verb to get can be a substitute of, get can be a substitute of, it can substitute the verb to be. So instead of was, you could say got. She got told off by her boss. Instead of were, you can also say we got robbed last night. Nos robaron. Okay, we were robbed. Fuimos robados. We got robbed. Nos robaron. Something like that would be, yeah? She was told off. Fue regañada. She got told off. La regañó. Something like that. The translations are not, there's not always a one-to-one correspondence. But what I want you to understand is that the verb to be can be substituted by get. In this case, got, because this is in the past. Yeah? Get as a substitute for the verb to be. Okay, so far so good. Another example, oops. I broke your, how do you pronounce this? What's the pronunciation? Vase or vase?
Face.
Vase or vase?
Face.
British English, vase. American English, vase. So both, yeah? Okay, oops. Oops, I broke your vase. Now you can use get to get the blame away from you. What would you say? Instead of, oops, I broke your vase. This is active, yeah? So you can be passive with get to take the blame away from you. Oh, oops.
Your base.
Oops, your vase.
Got broken.
Oh, your vase got broken. So this is impersonal. It got broken. I have nothing to do with it. It got broken. So to take the blame away from you, use the passive with get to somehow distance. Yeah, distance yourself from the action. Yeah, distance yourself from the action. Okay, I think it's okay. Yeah, your vase got broken. got, again, instead of the verb to be. Instead of was, got. And you get the blame away from you. And a final possibility with get is this one. Okay, there's a construction in English which is that you actually hire somebody to do something for you. So if you want somebody to fix your car, what do you have? I have, or in the past, okay, I had my car fixed to have something done. This is the construction, to have something done. I had my car fixed. For example, another one, she had her nails done, for example. She had her nails done. So she paid somebody to do something for her, to have something done. Again, get is very flexible and it can be a substitute for what? What do you think get can substitute here? So instead of had, you can say, I got my car, sorry, not my car. I got my car fixed. And here? She got her nails done. So get can be a substitute for have in the construction to have something done. As you can see, get can be everywhere. It can be a substitute of the verb to be in the passive. It can be a substitute of have in the construction to have something done. So far so good? Get is everywhere. Okay. All right. Now, let's be more impersonal. Yeah. Passive to be more impersonal. We could say passive to be more impersonal. Impersonal, reporting. Okay. So this would be more personal. If I say personal. If I say, I think that the verdict is wrong. I think that the verdict is wrong. Here you're giving your opinion, this is totally active, and you're giving your opinion about the verdict. I think that the verdict is wrong. How can you make it more impersonal with the passive structure? You could say things like this. It is very good. It is said. There are many possibilities. Yeah.
It is believed.
It is said. Very good. It is believed. It is thought. And this is passive. The verb to be, and then these are PP, past participles. It is said. It is believed. It is thought. It is assumed. It is claimed. It is claimed. It is expected. It is expected. It is reported. It is reported. It is rumored. It is said. You already said it. It is thought. You already said that. There are many other examples that you can check in the book. It is blah blah blah. Yeah. That the verdict is wrong. So here you can be too personal, but if you want to be more impersonal, the passive voice with a variety of verbs. So far so good? Excellent, excellent. May I?
You may.
Thank you. That's very formal. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Okay. Okay, another one. You could say, in a more active and personal way, you can say, I think, or I believe, I think that the prisoner has escaped. I think that the prisoner has escaped. Again, you can be more impersonal, saying something like this. More impersonal, saying something like this. The prisoner is, and then a variety of verbs. The prisoner is thought, again, yeah, thought, reported, the same as before, yeah, rumored, said, yeah, feared, found, known, yeah. The prisoner is thought, reported, rumored, known, and many other verbs that you can check in the book. And then finish the sentence for me. The prisoner is thought,
To be escaped.
almost,
To have been.
almost,
To have escaped.
yes. Full sentence, Maria.
The prisoner is thought to have escaped.
To have escaped in this sentence, yeah? The prisoner is thought to have escaped. Again, you can be active, you can be personal, or using the passive voice, you can be more impersonal, yeah? Again, the verb to be in the infinitive form in this case, and then past participle. So far so good? And the last, yeah? The last one is coming. What one is it? Okay, again, you can be more active, saying that they requested the officer to answer. They requested the officer to answer the call of duty. This is a video game, right? The call of duty. Okay, this is more active, more personal, but you can be more impersonal, saying something like,
In your face.
yeah, the prison officer. Oh, here I just said the officer. Okay. Yeah, give it to me. The officer
Or should
Are requested.
was, and then again,
request.
the variety of verbs. The officer was requested. Let's finish the sentence. The officer was requested,
To answer.
yeah, to answer the call of duty. More verbs that you can use: requested, asked, told, advised, allowed,
Persuade.
persuaded, urged, warned, and many other verbs that you can check in the book. Again, here we have the verb to be, yeah, and the past participle, using the passive to be more impersonal. This is the end of the grammatical explanation about the passive. I hope you enjoyed it.